In the last lecture, we talked about the centromere and the telomere. Today in this video lecture, we'll be talking about the giant chromosomes. Some cells at a particular stage of their life cycle contain a large nuclei with large sized or giant chromosomes. These chromosomes are very long and thick. For example, they can be up to 200 times their size during mitotic metaphase in case of Drosophila melanogaster. Due to their long and thick size, these chromosomes are known as giant chromosomes. Polytene chromosome and Lamb-Rush chromosome are examples of giant chromosomes. Polytene chromosomes were observed for the first time in the year 1881 by E. G. Balbini in the nuclei of salivary gland cells of dipterans. However, Balbini could not conclude them to be chromosomes. They were conclusively reported for the first time in Drosophila melanogaster by Theophilus Painter in the year 1933. As the polytene chromosomes were for the first time discovered in secretory cells, that is in the salivary glands of insects, they were also termed as the salivary gland chromosomes. When the polytene chromosomes structure was studied, the name polytene was proposed by Koller, and that was due to the occurrence of many chromonemata in them. Cells in the larval salivary gland of Drosophila, mosquitoes, and Chironema contain chromosomes with high DNA content. These chromosomes also occur in Malpighian tubules, rectum, gut, foot pads, fat bodies, ovarian nurse cells, etc. The polytene chromosomes are visible during interphase as well as during prophase of mitosis. They are about 100 times thicker than the chromosomes found in most other cells of the organism. They contain 1000 to 2000 chromosomes. When polytene chromosomes are stained and viewed under compound microscope at a magnification of 40x, they display approximately 5000 bands. In these chromosomes, there are tightly coiled regions known as chromomeres alternating with the loosely folded regions of the DNA. The polytene chromosomes are made up of several dark staining regions which are known as bands. They are the tightly coiled portions. These band portions are separated by relatively light or non-staining regions which are known as interbands. In the band region, approximately 85% of the DNA is present. The remaining 15% is present in the interband region. The bands in the polytene chromosomes of Drosophila are visible even without staining, but after staining, these bands become very sharp and clear. The cross-banding pattern of each polytene chromosome is a constant characteristic within a species, and it helps in mapping the chromosome during cytogenetic studies. These bands range in thickness from 0.05 microns to 0.5 microns, and it has been estimated that each band contains about 25,000 base pairs. The polytene chromosome is composed of many strands. Each strand represents one chromatid. Because of these strands present together, the chromosomes were named as polytene chromosomes, where poly means many and teen means threads. The condition is referred to as polyteny. The numerous strands in the polytene chromosomes, they are produced due to repeated replication of the synapsed chromosomes without any nuclear or cell division. Due to this repeated replication, the number of strands, that are the number of chromatids in the chromosome, doubles after every round of DNA replication. So we can calculate the number of strands in the polytene chromosome by 2 to the power n, where n will be the rounds of replication. For example, in Drosophila, there are 10 rounds of replication without endomitosis, that is without nuclear or cell division, and therefore the total number of strands or chromatids will be 2 to the power 10, that is 1024. So the giant chromosomes of Drosophila have about 1024 strands. The bands in these chromosomes are formed as a result of stacking over one another of the bead or the coil structures, which are the chromomeres of all the strands present in them. These chromatin fibers in the band region, they stain deeply as they are highly condensed coiled regions. The chromatin fibers in the interband region, on the other hand, are extended and therefore they take up very light strain. Genes are correlated with the bands in the polytene chromosome. The interband region do not have at least functional genes. The interbands interact with active chromatin proteins during nucleosome remodeling and also act as binding sites for RNA polymerase II. Polytene chromosomes are not inert objects, but they are dynamic structures. So during certain stages of development, specific bands and their associated interband region increase in diameter to produce a structure known as puff or Balbini ring. These puffs are produced due to uncoiling of the chromatin fibers present in the chromomeres. These puffs are site of active transcription, that is, active RNA synthesis will take place in the puff. They appear and disappear depending upon the production of specific proteins, which is to be secreted in large amounts at particular times in the saliva of larvae. The polytene chromosomes increase the volume of the cell's nuclei. In addition to increasing the volume, they may also have metabolic advantage, as multiple copies of the genes permit a high level of gene expression. In Drosophila, for example, the chromosomes of the larval salivary glands undergo many rounds of endo-reduplication to produce large quantities of adhesive mucoprotein, that is a glue, before pupation. Another example within the fly itself is the tandem duplication of various polytene bands located near the centromere of the X chromosome, which results in the bar phenotype of the kidney-shaped eyes. This image shows a polytene chromosome of insect. The dark regions are the bands, the light regions are the interbands, and this region is the uncoiled region, the opened up region, also known as a puff or a Balbini ring. The second type of giant chromosome is the lamp brush chromosome. These were observed for the first time by Fleming in 1882 in sections of egg cells of salamander. But the name lamp brush chromosome was given in 1892 by Ruckert, who described them in shark oocytes. And they were given this name because they were similar in appearance to the brushes used to clean lamp chimneys. Lamp brush chromosomes are found in the oocytic nuclei of both vertebrates as well as invertebrates. They have been described in sepia, that is a mollusk, echinaster, that is echinodermata, and in several species of insects, shark, amphibians, reptiles, and birds. They have also been found in spermatocytes of several species, that is a giant nucleus of Acetabularia, which is an algae, and in plants. In general, lamp brush chromosomes are smaller in invertebrates than in vertebrates. The lamp brush chromosomes are functional for studying chromosome organization and genome function during meiotic prophase. They are widely used for the construction of detailed cytological maps of individual chromosomes. The lamp brush chromosomes are up to 800 micrometers long and therefore provide a favorable material for cytological studies. Lamp brush chromosomes are large paired chromosomes that are seen in the diplotein stage of prophase 1 of meiosis 1, where the homologous chromosomes are paired and each has duplicated to produce two chromatids at the lamp brush stage. Structurally, each lamp brush chromosome contains a central axial region from which paired loops extend out in opposite directions, giving it the appearance of a lamp brush. These lateral loops gives it the appearance of lamp brush and therefore it gives it the name, that is lamp brush chromosomes. This central axis contains the bead-like regions, the coiled regions which are the chromomeres, and the interchromomeric stretches made up of transcriptionally inactive DNA. One loop extending from the central axis represents one chromatid, that is one DNA molecule. The size of this loop ranges from 9.5 micrometers to about 200 micrometers. The pairs of loops are produced due to uncoiling of the two chromatin fibers present in a highly coiled state in the chromomeres. These loops are composed of uncompacted transcriptionally active DNA. So they are opened up portions which will synthesize messenger RNA in large amounts. This messenger RNA then produces large amount of yolk, which is used for the development of the embryo. Some part of this messenger RNA is stored as informosomes, which are complexes of messenger RNA and proteins. These informosomes are stored to be later used for protein synthesis in early embryo. Due to the addition of large amount of yolk and due to the addition of messenger RNA, the oocyte enlarges in size. After the development of oocyte is complete, the loops are withdrawn and the chromosome shortens. Lamb-Rush chromosomes are such big chromosomes that they are clearly visible under the light microscope. They are organized into series of chromomeres with large chromatin symmetrical loops extending laterally from the chromomeres. Each loop represents at a constant position in the chromosome with 10,000 loops per set. This is an image of the Lamb-Rush chromosome. These are paired or they are synapsed chromosomes. A portion of this Lamb-Rush chromosome has been shown here. This is a central axis. The bead-like structures which are seen here, which are highly condensed chromatin, are known as chromomeres. And from this condensed portion, the loops extend laterally. These loops are extended from the chromomere region. So that is all about the polytene and the Lamb-Rush chromosome. Thank you.